My name is Lisa. I'm the founder and CEO of Walkee Paws, and I gave a designer $30,000 and got nothing in return. This is my work through failure story. It all started when my dog got violently ill one winter after licking salt off his paws after an outside walk. Walkee Paws is essentially the world's first dog legging. It's designed to keep dogs' paws dry and clean when they walk outside. If women can wear leggings, why not doggies? I started off looking on the web at different sites that put you together with designers and manufacturers. I found one who seemed really good, and she seemed to know what she was doing. And I remember her saying right in the beginning, I was like, well, how much will this cost? How does it work? And she said, well, you pay to play. And I guess that should have been a little bit of a red alert for me. But nonetheless, we moved forward and I started working with her. This designer was working with us to help us to bring the product to market. And we needed to figure out how would the legging that was on the floor, the booty part of the legging, keep the dog's paws dry. It would have to be waterproof, and it would also have to be pretty durable and resistant for dogs walking outside. She was working with me every week with meetings and doing all sorts of fittings and coming up with new prototypes. We'd also met once or twice with someone who was potentially going to produce the product for us. It was a lot of meetings and the bills were piling up. It got to a point after about 5 months where I had spent close to $30,000 with this design company. And I literally was way over budget. We weren't at a solution yet. We hadn't really found something that was going to make the booties waterproof and have them perform functionally. Initially, I was excited. I was like, here I am. I came up with a concept and someone was really going to take it to the next level and make it fabulous. As time went by, I really felt duped. I felt that not much progress had been made. I felt like I was being ripped off, which was not a good feeling. And I sort of didn't see a way out. I needed to move forward, to get to the next level, but that was just costing so much money. And I remember very well being in a meeting with her and saying to her, you know, we've spent a lot of money. We can't really continue to absorb these huge fees, because what I'd really like to do is, if that's okay with you, is just work directly with the manufacturer and let him take it over from here. I remember her giving me a very strange look and she said, well, you go ahead and do that. Then when I reached out to him, which was soon afterwards, I was completely shocked when I got an email back from him that said, unfortunately, we can no longer do business with you. We have a very strong association with this designer, and since you've cut ties with her, we cannot work with you. And although, he went on to say, we have developed a unique and special heat sealing treatment that would totally make the booties waterproof, we cannot share this technology with you. And that was a moment I will never forget. I was devastated because I spent so much money and so much time and so many resources, and we'd sort of essentially come back to square one. It was actually, in retrospect, probably the best thing that could have happened for Walkee Paws, because I sort of went back to a place that I should have been in right in the very beginning. And probably more importantly, this designer who I'd spent close to $30,000 with should probably have thought of. But I went back and researched what was out in the market, and I thought there has to be product out there that's working, that's waterproof. And lo and behold, there was a product that was a rubber. I decided to go in that direction. It was amazing. It just took off. It all came together, and at a fraction of the price of what the original product was going to cost. What happened was, oh my God, like that almost needed to happen for me to get to the next place. Literally, if we had gone on and done the heat-sealed silicone product, it would not have been as good a product as the natural rubber we have right now. I think it's very easy to just give up. And at that moment when I had that issue, I sort of felt like crawling into a deep hole, putting the covers over my head and just saying, done, I'm not doing this anymore. And I think you've got to resist that urge and really persevere. And very often you'll find that something opens up thereafter that's actually better than what you were looking at initially.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I have a confession to make. I have failed many, many times, and so have you. And that is why I produced this WTF story, so that you and I could feel a little bit less alone. So if you want to learn more about founders who have overcome their challenges and worked through their failures, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell to turn on our notifications.